Higgins's victory is groundbreaking on several levels. She becomes the first woman and the first Democrat elected mayor of Miami in nearly 30 years, and the first non-Hispanic to hold the office since the 1990s. The city had been under Republican leadership for almost 3 decades. By choosing Higgins, Miamians appear to be signaling their desire for change after years of governance that many perceived as unresponsive to key community concerns. A major factor behind Higgins's success was her campaign's focus on immigration and migrant rights, an issue resonating deeply in Miami, where a majority of residents are immigrants or of immigrant descent. Higgins criticized harsh enforcement policies, such as the state's detention facility in the Everglades, commonly known as Alligator Alcatraz, describing them as cruel and inhumane. She argued that the city should offer security and opportunity, not fear and division. This is an immigrant-based place. That's our uniqueness, she told reporters during the campaign. Her message clearly resonated, particularly with communities hit hardest by federal immigration crackdowns, including Venezuelans, Haitians, and Cubans, many of whom have lived in Miami for years under humanitarian protections that have recently been revoked. Although the mayoral contest is officially nonpartisan, this election became a de facto referendum on the broader agenda of the national Republican leadership. The endorsement of Higgins's opponent by former President Donald Trump and by Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis may have done more harm than good. Higgins and her camp argued that such heavy backing turned the race into a test of immigrant communities' loyalty to Trump-era policies. In her victory speech, Higgins emphasized that Miami chose competence over chaos, a nod to frustrations with aggressive immigration enforcement, rising housing costs, and what many perceived as neglect of working-class communities. For many political observers, the win represents more than a local change. It may be a warning to Republicans that rhetoric and policy positions out of touch with immigrant and minority communities could erode their strongholds. As mayor, Higgins has pledged to tackle local issues head-on: housing affordability, infrastructure, and restoring trust in government. On the immigration front, she's signaled her intent to revisit the city's cooperation agreements with federal agencies. She has described the joining of local police with federal immigration efforts, such as the 287G program, as a mistake, vowing to make Miami a city where immigrant communities can feel safe. Moreover, the implications of this electoral result ripple beyond Miami. The fact that a city central to Florida's political and cultural identity shifted now may prompt reevaluation among Republicans about their strategy with Hispanic and immigrant voters, at least in South Florida. For Democrats, the win offers momentum ahead of the upcoming 2026 midterms. It shows what organization, local-level focus, and engagement with immigrant-majority communities can achieve in a changing electorate.